Welcome back. In the previous step, we set up a many-to-one relationship between the course and the review, and we were able to see the data in the database as well. So we see that right now JPA in 50 steps has 2 reviews and Spring Boot in 100 steps has just 1 review. Let's say right now I'm getting a couple of additional reviews for Spring Boot in 100 steps, and I would want to insert them in. So I would want to insert new reviews for the course with ID 10,003. Let's see how to do that in this specific step. What we'll do is we'll start with creating something in our demo application. So demo application, as we know, is extending command line runner. So I'll start with something in here. So let's not worry about the student repository. This is not really important anymore. Let's now take the course repository, and in the course repository I would want to create a new method. So I would want to call this add reviews for course. For now, let's hard code everything. So I'll create the method add reviews for course. What we want to do is to retrieve this course. So get the course 10,003. What we want to do is add 2 reviews to it, and we would want to save it to the database. That's basically what we would want to do now, right? So let's start with one by one. So I would want to first get the course 10,003, right? How do I get the course 10,003? So we already have a find by ID method. So let's use that. So course is equal to find by ID 10,003. So now we have the course. So if we actually go ahead at this point and do a logger.info course.get reviews. So I'm printing the list of reviews that are present for this. I need to just, I'll say course.get reviews and add in a variable over here as well, and course.get reviews are these. So if I execute this right now this is not really doing the functionality that we would want to achieve, but I just wanted to check if it's printing the reviews of the course correctly. So let's see what's being printed right now. What is happening is first a select query for the course is going in. So what value is sent? 10,003. That's the exact query that we are trying to fire. So the first line of code that we wrote is to find by ID 10,003. So the course details are retrieved, and then we are trying to get the reviews. So what happens is an additional query gets fired. So it's now sending an additional query to get the reviews. So it's sending, I'd want to get the reviews for this specific course ID. And what we are getting back is the review for that specific course, right? So we already saw the review in the database which was present in for that particular course, which has 10,003, is awesome course with a rating of 5. And that's what we see in here, 5 awesome course. That's cool. So we are now able to retrieve the reviews for a course. It's very simple, right? That's what JPA is for. It makes it easy. Once you define the mapping, doing everything on it is very, very simple. Now, I would want to add a few more reviews. How do I do that? Let's create the new reviews first. So review is equal to new review of, let's import it in, and the constructor for review accepts a rating and a description. So let's provide a rating. Always, this is my course, so I always rate it at 5, and let's say great hands-on stuff, and I'll create another review. So now I would want to actually now say this is review 1 and this is review 2. Review 2 is equal to new review, and this review I'll leave it at 5 and say hats off. Okay, cool. This is my course, so I'm leaving great reviews for it. So don't really worry about what the review content is. The most important thing to focus on is the fact that we now need to add these reviews to the course. So how do I add these reviews to the course? We already created a method. So we said course.addReview, review. Which review we would want? Review 1 first. And then we would want to add in review 2 as well. That's cool. Is this sufficient? Will this save the reviews down to the database? Nope. The first thing that we would need to do is also associate the review with the course. Review is the owning side of the relationship. So the review has the course ID present. So I would need to tell which course this review is associated with. So in addition to setting the add review, I would need to say review1.set course. And the same thing I would need to do on the review2 as well. So review2.set course. Now we have set the review into the course, and also we have set the course on the review. That's cool. And now I can go ahead and save the reviews to the database. There is nothing that I would need to that I'm changing on the course table itself. So I don't need to really persist the course. All that I need to do is persist the review. So I'll say em.persist review1 and em.persist review2. We are retrieving the course in here. We are creating a couple of reviews. We are setting the relationships, and then we are saving it to the database. So this is the part where we are setting the relationship. Now let's stop this and start the server again. So this stuff which we see in here will be executed at the launch because we have it as part of the run method of the runner. This would be executed, and let's see what would be the results. Let's refresh the H2 console. I want to see the data which is present in the reviews. You can see that the new reviews that we have added in are stored down to the database. So great hands-on stuff 5, and it's associated with 10,003, which is our course 10,003. Let's see which course that is. So all that I need to do is course.id is equal to review.course_id. And now I would be able to even see the course. Oops, I missed a where, a blunder. Okay, now I can see all the data in here as well. So you can see that for the course Spring Boot in 100 steps, there are 2 new reviews present. That's cool, right? So we now have reviews stored for this specific course. So in the previous steps, we defined the relationship one-to-many or many-to-one as you would want to call it. And in this step, we looked at how to add data, how to save data to the database for that kind of relationships. In the next step, we would make these methods generic. For now, we have a lot of hard-coded stuff in here. So let's clear that out and create a new method in the next step to remove all the hard coding. Until the next step, bye-bye.